Holy crap. How long has it been? It's been at least a month, maybe 2. Hope you guys are doing well. It's your boy Cake Tizzle here. Putting out another video for you guys. This one's gonna be a little different from my usual content. I have recently started my weight loss journey. A few months ago, I think it was like a year, last year. Was it last year? I think it was 2 years ago. I had a complication where I had to go and stay in the hospital for a few days. It was pneumonia, and then I had like a fluid that had built up on my lungs, and it had gotten hard, and so they had to go in there and take that out. And when I went into the hospital, I weighed 322 pounds. So obviously that puts me in being obese. My BMI was like 42, which is not good. And when I came out of the hospital, because if any of you have been to the hospital and you've been sick and things like that, you don't feel like eating, really. You don't feel actually like doing anything, but so I wasn't eating. Hospital food's not great, to be honest. So I wasn't eating that much, and they had me up every day walking, around on the hospital floor. So when I left the hospital, I was 305. So I lost 16 pounds. Is that right? 17 pounds. So that was like 2 years ago, 2023. So I'd gotten down to 305 when I left the hospital. And then once I got to feeling better, I started eating more. And I shot back up to like back to where I was. I was at like 320, I think. And I weighed, and I've been kind of doing a weight loss journey off and on, which is not the best way to do it. Like, if you're going to do this thing, you need to do it, and stick with it. But I would gain weight, lose weight, gain weight, lose weight, like most people that try to lose weight. But I weighed yesterday, and I was 308. So I had lost, with like yo-yo dieting and things like that, I'd gotten down to 308. But I want to be, obviously I want to lose more weight. But I'm officially trying to take it more serious now. And it's not easy. It's simple. I've read all the books, I've seen all the YouTubes and about how to lose weight, and with thermodynamics, I think that's how you say it. It's basically your body has to burn more calories than you eat or you take in. So I did my TDEE, and for my size, and because I'm about 6 foot 308, for my size, it said that I burned around 2,800 calories to just maintain what my body burns on a daily basis. Because I do have a not physical job, but I'm not sedentary and sitting at a desk. I do sit at a desk from time, off and on throughout my night, but I am up and walking around also. So I was 308. My TDEE said I was 2,800, around there. So I'm going to take around 400 to 500 off of that. That would put me at about 2,300, something like that. So that's my goal calories, and I'm going to try to stay under. And that's all there is to it. It's simple, but it's not easy. Because especially, and I've noticed this, and this might be a little tangent. I might few things on my mind. So what was I gonna say? Okay, you know, it sounds easy to just stay under your calories for the day, but it's not easy. Especially I've noticed with breakfast foods, which is weird, because I'm gonna be transparent. I went to Burger King the other day and I got a sausage, egg, and cheese croissant with a hash brown and a small combo and a sweet tea. And that combo was still like 900 calories. I'm not kidding. And the food, you know, the croissant is like this big, and there's like maybe 10 hash browns, and the sweet tea is like that. You know, for 930 calories. You know, breakfast food, let me rephrase, fast food, breakfast food is very hard to stay low calorie, in my experience. But I've had my mind's kind of like, you know, my mind's can be petty when it comes to weight loss. You know, I listen to some podcasts. I listen to Mind Pump. If you guys don't know what that is, look it up. It's a good podcast about working out, weight loss, things like that. And I love those guys with Justin, Sal, and Andrew. They're really good. But a few things that like, and it's just me. It's not them. It's definitely just me. You know, they had a podcast where they were like, you can lose, right leg closed, you can lose 12 pounds by just following these 2 easy steps. And this is the way my mind works. The first one was to stop eating processed foods. And immediately my mind was like, that's impossible. You know, that's impossible. And that's been my downfall. You know, as I'll start and then I sabotage myself before I even get started. Because to me, it's like my mind is just like, how the hell are you gonna not eat processed foods? Now, granted, if you cook, you know, for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, yeah, you can do it. But the way like and I know this sounds like an excuse, but the way my mind works and my schedule is, it's like, there's a cop up here. There's like no way, bro, that I can eat just processed foods. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hold on, this is so dangerous. Because I gotta get off this exit, but there's like construction everywhere. Good Lord. Woo. Ooh. This is stupid. But yeah, processed foods, it's like, you can't go out to eat and not get processed foods. I don't think. But please, for this video, put in my comments if you guys eat just processed foods. Let me know. Give me some tips on how to do it. I know you got to cook a lot if you want to eat. If you don't want to eat processed foods, I know. But like today for my lunch, I'm taking 2 packs of tuna and 2. I can never remember the name of the yogurts, but it's the ones you flip with the stuff in it. 2 of those and a Diet Coke. You know, and those yogurts are processed. If you put the stuff, you know, in the yogurt, isn't that processed? If it's not, let me know. But I'm trying to overcome that and just be like, calories in, calories out. Don't worry about, for now, until I can get this ball rolling. Just calories in, calories out. That's all I'm going to worry about right now. Drinking my water. I know I got to get my protein goal. I'm going to try to hit 200 because they said you're supposed to do a pound per. See, I've heard 2 things: a pound per body weight or a pound per goal body weight. If it's a pound per body weight, 308 pounds, 308 grams of protein, yeah, I'm not getting that, just being honest. But if it's like, if I want to be 250 or around there, 250 grams of protein, it's more manageable. I'm gonna try to stick around 200. So, and then the other thing, I can't remember what they said on the next one, but I think it's like get 10,000 steps a day, which isn't that bad. Because I walked on the treadmill the other day when I went to the gym. I didn't lift. I just trying to get myself there. Just walk. And then once I get in the routine, then I might hit the weights and things like that. Because I do want to, you know, get toned, as everybody says, get lean. But yeah, so that's where I'm at. I know this is a weird video, but I've been struggling with weight my whole life. And I've seen people on TikTok that are my size that end up just being like shredded. And I don't really care about being, I mean, I want to be kind of cut up, but I'm not trying to be Sam Sulek or, you know, anybody like that. I just want to be toned, healthy for my wife, so I don't die early of a heart attack and things like that. And, you know, just trying to feel better. I'm tired all the time, which is the sucky thing. You know, I have, and anxiety is crazy because I'm not eating right. So hopefully this is the first, you know, step forward towards my goal. And I'm gonna be honest, man, there might be days where I screw up, you know, and there's gonna be days where I'm screw up, but like they've always said, it's a journey, it's not a race. I've tried keto, I've tried carnivore, tried intermittent fasting. So I don't know, man. I think the thing I'm gonna do is just calories in, calories out. That's what I'm gonna try. Oh, I hate this thing. There's like a metal plate in the middle of the road up here, but so yeah, that's where I'm at. Hope you guys are having a good Friday night. You guys keep me accountable and let me know if you guys are on your weight loss journey. If you've lost a good amount of weight, tell me some tips, tricks, you know, encouragement, anything. I'll take anything. Criticism, I'll take that too, as long as it's not hateful. There's a difference in having criticism and me just being an ass, you know. But anyways, you guys have a good weekend. If you like this kind of content, let me know, because I'm gonna say this one statement. That's all I'm gonna say about it. But video games right now is trash. That's all I'm saying. The video game world right now is trash. So I haven't played in a while. Just trying to get, you know, my weight under control and trying to make this my new hobby. You know, I'm still gonna play video games, obviously, but I think this hobby is way more important than my gaming hobby. So we'll give this a good college try. And I'm gonna do it, man. I've got to, because I just feel you people that I know that have lost weight said once you do it and you feel the way you feel, you won't want to go back. And I hope that's true. So anyway, I've rambled on long enough. Thank you guys for watching. As always, like, comment, and subscribe if you don't mind. And I'll check you guys in my next video, all right? Y'all have a good one. Peace.